He had often thought about how his life would progress, knowing he would always be on the run just for inventing a single item. Just one little item could cause so much death and destruction that he was responsible for creating. He never wanted to hurt anyone. He just wanted to create something to help people in the future, to let others take more control of their own lives. He had thought that with all the pressure and the constant state of fear and hiding he had been going through, there was a chance he might eventually go insane.
"Why are you here?"
James softly spoke again to the mirror, hoping for silence as a response. "I'm here for you." The conversations that followed were bereft of any emotion or solace. The two voices just had a symbiotic level of comfort, being able to converse freely without any repercussions. They spoke for hours about absolutely nothing well into the night, and James decided it was time to go to bed. His anxiety and fear had melted away, ushered into silence by the ever-calming voice in his own head. As he lay down, sliding his feet under the crimson silk duvet, he asked the voice one last question before slumber took him.
"Do you have a name?"
he murmured drowsily. "Jax. My name is Jax. We'll speak more tomorrow, James." James's eyes drifted heavily down as his mind melted into the exhaustion of another day. His mind was slow and steady, and he knew tomorrow would be a better day. The morning light broke through the window of James's room, and a wide veil of light through the open curtains. The room was lavishly decorated with only the best the Hotel Verdun was advertised for providing. The color scheme was able to be adjusted through the wall interface, achieving a style for each person's own taste. James had opted for crimson, deep wood tones, and blacks, ensuring a compatible outlook with his current mood. As his eyelids broke the night seal, he slowly took in the colors and light patterns streaming across the room. He was immediately unsatisfied with the style of the room. His mood needed something bright and promising of a new day, something not so dour and dark as his depression had been. He felt a sense of lightening this morning. His mood was high, and his outlook not so despicable. What had happened yesterday? What was he remembering? Did he really have a nervous breakdown and begin speaking with a disembodied voice in his own head? Whatever the case, he felt much more able to face the consequences of his choices today. Maybe everybody needs a little crazy every now and then. His moment of reflection was interrupted by the door buzzer announcing that he had a visitor. Panic set in instantly as he leapt from his sitting position to that of a silent ninja stealthily approaching the door. He looked at the digital screen to the left of the door and saw the room service tray bot loaded with multiple dishes. He relaxed and pressed the entry allowed button on the panel, and as the door slid into the side pocket, he ushered the bot into the entryway. The bot stated, "Your complimentary breakfast has been provided to you in your room per your request." James thought about that statement for a moment. His brow furrowed with introspection as he thought about the request he had never made.
"Service bot, who ordered breakfast to my room?"
The service bot replied,
"The order was made from your in-room terminal."
James waited for the bot to retreat from his room, close the door, and enhance the Do Not Disturb function to its highest setting. He sat back on the edge of the bed and pondered the information he had just learned. He certainly didn't remember ordering anything last night, yet last night was filled with confusion and contradictions. He audibly murmured to the room in general, "Who ordered the food?" "I did," responded Jax. "Or you did, with my voice." James realized in an instant that he was truly fucked. He thought with the stress level alleviated, his mind would reset its crazy setting to something milder, but that certainly did not seem to be the case.
"I thought you'd be gone for now,"
he spoke to the calming voice in his own mind. "I think you need me for something, maybe to help you figure out something." James wrinkled his brow, trying to make some kind of sense out of his mess his mind had become.
"I think,
Well, you have to be right. My head created you to help me, I guess, but I don't know. I don't think you're supposed to know. I think I'm here to help you work it out, maybe so your mind doesn't snap like a rubber band. What's the current issue?" James pondered that question for a moment, unsure whether he should confide in his voice or not. He could not fathom a circumstance in which he could actively speak to another voice in his head to work out problems. He had always spoken out loud randomly when conducting research, but it had always been just him. There had never been a response before. This point proved that there was a much larger problem than he had been aware of for some time now. This was not good. He knew that emphatically. But maybe this could still help. Maybe this could be a good thing if used the right way.